I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready.
Ready, I'm ready, you ready? Neighbors, what's going on?
Welcome back. Welcome.
Glad to see y'all back over the fence.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Good Neighbors podcast, where we are your neighborly neighbors, helping you be a better person.
Helping you be the best you that you can be, as well as us trying to make us be the best that we can be on a continuous basis, because it's a travel.
Yes, sir. And it's a journey.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
Bong.
It's a journey. It's a traveling journey, baby. And we all here for the ride together.
Welcome to our book of Eli.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today we want to talk about what is life balance, things that can help you with balancing your life out, results of not balancing your life out, and just pretty much anything else that we can, squeeze and get up out of today's topic.
As much as possible, because we try to make it be the best that we can be to help you be the best that you can be. Correct.
So, would you want to kick it off? You want me to kick it off?
Boom. I'm glad you said that, because this little magical notebook is what I've been writing in to try to help everybody get to where we need to be. I know it seems a little weird that we show them books and all kinds of stuff, but these are the books that we're going to show you. A lot of the other books that we have are books that are, for me personally, are old books, and I try to put them on a PDF file and try to go off of that. So, you know what I'm saying? We hope that you work out with us as we try to boost ourselves.
And I got some stuff in the work with books, so don't worry about that. And I just was talking about that today, but we'll talk about that later on in life.
All right, boom. So what we're going to do, basically, we're talking about life balance. Life balance, for number one, something simple, but something that we need to continuously try and do.
Wait. Do you want to give a definition of what life balance is?
No, I appreciate it. I'll give me a life balance. Give it to me.
No, like the definition of it, because before we start getting into the spill of giving these Jews, I think people need to possibly know what life balance is. So let me just real fast give you a little briefing of what life balancing is. So life balance is pretty much a balance between what most people will refer to as a balance between work life and personal life.
I like that.
So in between those, you got hobbies, relationships, you have personal goals, you have personal time to yourself, and you have tasks as well. You need time for yourself.
You need time for yourself. You really do.
It's all about managing these areas and actually removing anything negative that don't really pertain to that give you a balance in your life. So that's pretty much what life balancing is pretty much a balance between work life, personal life, things that consist of task management, personal time, relationships, hobby, your health, and so forth.
I like that a lot. So, I love that breakdown.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of the basics that we want to basically put through ourselves. And what we need to try and go through is something as simple as health and fitness.
Yes.
It seems like it's a lot that's going on, and you may not have a way to put it in some type of category of how you're trying to figure yourself out. But health plays a major key.
Mm-hmm.
Fitness plays a major key. I know some of you probably want to be like, oh, I don't have time. I don't get a chance to do this, that, and the third. But when there are certain things that you have to do to make yourself be the best you that you can be, you have to make time for it.
And schedule your time. Schedule your task. Have clear priorities. Identify what is most important, and then that's how you can find the time to actually do the things that you want. Personal fitness is one of the things that I'm actually going on right now. It's a nice journey. I'll go 3 times a week to the gym. Some weeks
you fit it in as much as you can.
Some weeks it's been 2 weeks, but the goal is to make a habit of going. And so as long as I go between 2 to 3 times a week, I know that that's better than the 0 times that I've been going for the last 15 years. So that's how you're supposed to do that for sure.
Absolutely. Fitting some kind of workout or fitting some kind of benefit to yourself that's going to help you progress is what you need to do to basically boost your confidence and self-awareness of just continuously progressing to the best you that you can be. I know it may be hard. I know you might try to. We give ourselves so many excuses why we can't do it. So we need to find a way to fit into our schedule. You don't have to go to a gym. If you can get to a gym, beautiful, perfect. If you can't, find ways within your home or your household or maybe outside that can like fit into that category of helping you get that health benefit. You know
And
what I'm
one of the benefits that I like about it is it definitely reduces stress.
saying?
So I'm a thinker. That's just one of my natural styles. I like to think. I like to strategize, and sometimes with that style, you can sometimes overthink and bring yourself into pretty much a wall, trying to figure out, and then still trying to like force yourself through that wall, not understanding that um, you need stress and you need to really clear your mind. You need to reduce your stress and you need to really clear your mind. That's what I really meant to say. And in ways of doing so, fitness is definitely one of the ways that can actually help you reduce some of your stress and clear your mind. Because if you're working out and you have a routine or a regimen, you're more so focused on trying to make sure that you're fixing your regimen the right way and in the correct way, so it doesn't give you that type of time to give you the fear that you typically will keep inside of you, and it also don't give you that noise, that extra person in your head. It doesn't give them that extra chance
That's actually
to talk.
perfect.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
Right.
give them that extra chance to talk. So when you're in a zone, you know what I mean? So definitely fitness is something that is definitely key, and it definitely can do a lot of benefits to you health wise. So
Absolutely. We have to worry about also we have to worry about mental development and also education. Um Sometimes you have to like strengthen your brain. And for you to strengthen your brain is going to lead down to you taking care of your physical.
yep.
So you have to have strength within your brain aspect to get your physical aspect ready, because you have to have a strong mind. A strong mind will have to basically continue to be built, just as any muscle needs to be built. So we have to make sure that we take care of ourselves mentally and physically. But the mental aspect is what needs to be taken care of first.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You can lift the strongest weight that you can. But if your mental isn't strong enough to go through your everyday aspects, it's going to weaken yourself. So we want to make sure we take care of our mental first, in any aspect. You know what I'm saying? Whatever things that we may be going through.
So was you done with that first?
No, go for it. Bang
Okay.
on.
So I wanted to add to that because I didn't want to forget this important part. Talking about your mental and where it start, and it start with self. It start with your self awareness. It start with your self clarity. It start with self admittance. So when we're talking about a mental clarity and we're talking about getting your mental health right, it literally does start with self, and that's where you start with. So I just wanted to add that because a lot of people at times believe that it start with your mom, your parents, your loved ones, but you're your own person, you're your own individual, and it literally starts with you. It starts with self. So most times we like to put a lot of mental blame on who didn't teach us, but after a while, you can only give yourself a certain amount of time to have that excuse, in my eyes. And after a while, after the mental breakdown and beatdown that you're giving yourself was really based on your own self and something that you chose to possibly, I don't want to say you chose, but there's just something within you that just decided that you wanted to go that route. So mental health is definitely important key, and it's serious. I go through it, and
we all go through it.
So I just want to give insight. So I like to let him talk about certain things, and then I would like to give personal experience insight on it, just to let you guys know that we are doing our homework and
we're trying our best to
we're
like
making
give.
sense
We
of
don't
why
want to
we
just
talk
be
about this
sitting
stuff.
here and just be pretty faces that you see on the screen.
So
You know what I'm saying?
we're definitely doing the work.
We want to
we're
want to
trying,
dig
so.
as much as we can into certain information that you may not know, and that we want to probably give to you that maybe like entice your brain to hopefully you will look into, and hopefully like help you be, as I always say, be the best you that you can be.
That's
So
right.
you know what I'm saying. So we also want to go with emotion control and development. These are things that we also need to take care of. It's so easy to lash out. It is so easy to just be a tool or a part of a plan that is meant for you to just be in a case of destruction. So the more you have to build your mental up and to build yourself into how do you say, a strong figure, not only in yourself, within your community, within your neighborhood, mother, father, nephew, cousin, auntie, aunt, etc. Certain mind frames give you a certain place for people to look up to you. And when people look up to you, it gives you a whole new meaning of life. You just might be you, but for the people that look at you, they see more. So if you are able, some people see it in a positive way.
Yes, sir.
And some people may see it in a negative way.
And just because people don't see your point of view, it doesn't mean that they're right and wrong, and it doesn't mean that you're right and wrong. As we go through these journeys, I'm learning that there's multiple different styles of personalities, and you kind of know that already, that there's personality traits within everybody. But what I'm starting to learn with this is that there's different approaches for different traits. You have to learn these different approaches for different traits, because each style takes a different approach.
Right.
And this is what he's talking about. And I'm one of these styles that is a very rare style, and so my approach is very
different. It's
different.
It may seem aggressive
and
to
it's
some
very, very aggressive. But I never understood it until I started understanding more about my personality and using some of the things that a lot of people used to say was bad. I started looking at it in a good format and start taking the good from it, and then understanding, okay, what do I need? So so again, man, that's just one of them things. But like, you definitely got to get your emotions in control, no matter what style you are, and it gives you a balance in your life where you're not lashing out to the wrong people. So
that's how it basically goes when you're dealing with certain things. We all have situations where we may feel that we are right. Somebody may feel that we aren't, and there's somewhere in between where we can basically congregate in between.
I love it. I
So,
love it.
you
I
know
love
what I'm
a
saying?
good debate.
It's a good debate. It's a good debate. For some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people can't handle debates. Some people,
Yeah.
but I think that's the beautiful thing about our country is we're able to have a debate. And if you don't like the debate, you're able to walk away. If you decide to engage into that debate, be prepared to deal with what comes with that debate. You can, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry I just did that, because the last time I just said that, I'm not talking no more political shit on this no more. I'm not doing no more political shit, so I'm not going to. So basically, we're going to give y'all the hood stuff that y'all want on a day-to-day basis, and we hope y'all like it. Y'all like J's, we'll give y'all J's. Jordans. Y'all like Kool-Aid? Y'all like Kool-Aid? We'll give y'all Kool-Aid. You like slabs of pork grinds and all that, we'll get that to you. Because when we try to uplift and give people some kind of nutrients for their soul, I get blackballed. So I ain't gonna do it no more.
Yeah, but
okay, I still will.
It's just
I'm
you
just
just.
kidding.
It's sometimes you just gotta.
I've been toning. I'm going to tone down.
I guess you just gotta do it.
It's a balance.
That's
I
right.
gotta give. I have
You
to give a balance.
And just
I
like you
can't.
said, you
I
have to
can't
tone it.
keep giving people doom and gloom.
Yeah.
But I don't give you doom and gloom. I give you doom, gloom in a way to pursue.
I like that. I
I
definitely
want
like
you.
that.
I might give you a bad Armageddon piece, but I'm going to give you something that's going to help you restore your peace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. I like
And
that. I like that. I
life
like
balance
that.
and life balance.
There's balance in everything that we do.
And it definitely gives you mindfulness. It gives you mindfulness that you can practice being present in the moment.
Correct.
Versus thinking about the past and thinking about the future, thinking about just like
What's going on now?
You know, so
Because you have to know what's going on now. You have to understand what's going on
so
now.
sometimes he wants to give you what's going on now, but you all sometimes don't understand where it's coming from because
it sounds maybe a little too aggressive.
correct. And so he's learning to tone it down, and that's a life balance. It's the same thing with me. I'm aggressive. I have to find a way of toning it down, listen, be quiet, and then, wait to ask to be spoken, for a question to be spoken to or spoken of with, whatever
Right.
case maybe. I don't know.
My apologies.
But steps to achieve these life balances. I want to give you a couple different ways of that you can achieve life balances. The first one will be evaluate your current life, which again is look at self. In order to move forward, you really have to be 100% honest with yourself. Right. You have to understand what you allow in your life, what you don't allow, what you are, how far you're willing to go, and how far you're not willing to go, because those are the things that's going to let you know how far and what you can get within your life.
Okay.
So definitely evaluate yourself and understand what is currently the emotions, mental, physical, and spiritual that you're going through right now. In this moment.
Absolutely.
The second one is to set clear goals. A lot of times we run off the tangent of just saying, yo, I'm going to do, but we don't set a clear path to create this end goal to what we said we're going to do. Right. And so setting clear goals, writing them down, looking at your goals visually on paper that you've written down, it gives you a sense of what do you call that? Not affirmation, but it gives you a sense of, okay, I have to do it now because I'm now looking at it on paper. I've written it down. And
I took the time to write it down, so now I have to implement it.
Yeah, so setting clear goals and writing them down, clear, concise goals. Steps, tasks, things that you need within to make sure your goal gets complete. The tasks that you need to make sure that your goal was complete, and then you also have to be responsible for yourself to make sure that these goals do get complete. And know your lane. If it's something that you know you can't do, but you still need it done, seek help. So don't try and delegate. No, actually do delegate. Don't try and do things yourself that you know you cannot do. Please just delegate the work as much as possible so that way you can get some sort of results and be happy. That's following up with prioritization. In order to set goals, you have to prioritize. You have to understand what is important to you and what is no longer important to you. What is important that you need to help get this goal done. Prioritize what needs to get done. Do smoking marijuana, do that get your goals done? I don't think so. So let's prioritize with sometimes putting that to the side and just.
But what if that's a coping mechanism to try, and for some people that may boost them?
Give them a boost to actually do it.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. If it works for you, continue to do it. if it does not work for you, I'm telling you, don't do it at all. Don't
Gotcha.
think about it. Don't do it. Do not think that you can do it because somebody else do it. Your body and your mind is a total different person and animal than theirs are.
Right.
So, to the people that feel like they can do it, kudos. I'm one of those people. I'm gonna let you know right now. I can't do it. I won't do it. I've tried to do it. I failed at doing it. So I know, like,
That's not your lane.
I know it's not my lane, and I know that I need a clear mind in order to accomplish goals. So, more power to you if you do it or don't. But
Yeah, we're not
I
knocking you for doing your
wouldn't
personal
recommend
time.
that you do it.
We're not
because-
knocking you for what you
Yeah.
do in your personal time at all. But at the
So-
same time, as all things come with a consequence of
Yep.
progression.
So, next couple of ones, I want you to create a plan, develop a weekly schedule, have a journal, have some sort of journal that is tracking down some of your progress that you're doing on a daily basis. That leads to a weekly basis, that lead to a monthly basis, and then by the time you know it, within a year, you'll look at all the accomplishments you had compared to any other year, and you'll say, "What a time to be alive."
Oh, what a time to be alive.
So set boundaries.
Set boundaries.
I've been trying to tell this man to stop touching me, and he keep disrupting my balance. But
I am a very emotional person.
But the beautiful thing is, prior to this conversation, we actually had a conversation to establish boundaries, and he understand where I was coming from, and I actually understand where he's coming from, and that right there is life balance, my people. It's a balance between us working together. It's a balance between us working together. It's a balance between us learning each other. It's a balance with, okay, he knows what throw my balance off, and I actually know what gives him balance. So it's now a give or take situation in a sense.
I just don't be touching Andre because I be touching Andre, damn it.
It's a long story. It's a long story. Nobody will never know except for the people that's very, very
that's involved. Me
So,
personally, I came from a very emotional. I won't say emotional. A very touchy family. An affectionate family.
No.
So my affection is shown a little bit different because there are some people that don't understand certain amounts of affection in the aspect of, and I'm going to say this because we're going to do this. Some people may have been hurt when they were younger, so they don't do affection. Correct. Some people may just enjoy the affection because of the love aspect of affection.
Correct.
But not everybody is able or willing to deal with the amount of affection that you're willing to give them compared to how you received it. So you have to tread lightly on the waters of everyone else's affection. You might be in a relationship with somebody. You might be an affectionate husband. You might be an affectionate wife. Your significant other might not have been so affectionate because they never have had it. A wife may be extremely affectionate. A husband may be extremely affectionate. But they may have not experienced the same amount of affection that their significant other had. So you have to understand and tread lightly with how you give your affection to some people. It may be good to an extent because there's still some things that you have to weave through. But does the affection not exist? No. The affection is going to be there. It's just not as affectionate as they're used to because it is foreign to them. It is nothing against you. It's just something that they're foreign to.
No.
Does that make you take away from the love that you have for them? No, you just have to understand. Even if it's your significant other, you just have to understand the boundaries that they may have.
And they set those boundaries that we just actually were talking about.
Because
that's their balance.
That's their balance.
So,
you might love hard.
Yeah.
And they just might be like, ugh.
So
I know you love me, but ugh.
Last three things.
Last two things. I know we're on a time limit.
You should seek support.
Seek support.
Talk to some family and friends.
Talk to family and
very
friends.
Comfortable with people that you're close to, that you're comfortable, and you can talk to with no judgment. That's my take on that one. And then periodically assess yourself. Assess your mental. Assess your capabilities, access your physical, and access your spiritual. Sometimes we need to take a step back and then just literally think about why, where, and how is what some of the reasons why we are where we're at right now.
Right.
Next thing, last thing, with what can help you is be flexible. Have a open mind, please. One of the classes I was just listening to or taking, listen. Just as much as you have to listen, you have to be silent. And I didn't come up with this, so I'm not going to tell you that I came up with this. Shout out to the mastermind, flight mastermind. But if you look at silent and listen, they're literally the same words. They're the words spell out the same word: listen and silence. So stay flexible, stay open-minded. Please listen just as much as you want to talk, and please talk just as much as you want to listen.
No.
So be flexible and give a chance and have options. You know, just don't think everything got to be straight 180. You know, it can have curves. So, and that's what give you your learning curves, is what give you your learning experiences.
Absolutely.
So, you know, those are just some of the things that I believe that you can do to help you have some sort of life balance. So, we'll say it.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us just, you know, still being able to do this after, you know, hundreds of episodes. We're figuring it out. We're still trying to figure it out. I think we're getting better and better as the weeks and the months go by. And, you know, again, we're trying to have a balance where we're figuring this out, workout, personal goals and growth, vacationing, and, you know, it's a work in progress, but again, we're finding balance, and we want you to find balance as well.
What Dre said. Peace.
Wow, that's the first one ever. I closed out. Peace out, fam.